Do we fight SB 24 with all our hearts and all our minds? No on SB 24.
Hi, this is Greg Burt from the California Family Council, and we are standing out here in Sacramento, about a block off the Capitol, in front of the Catholic Church here. And I'm standing here with Michelle LaMonica.
Yes.
And she is a pro-life activist. Just recently got involved in politics, and she has planned a march today against a particular bill called SB 24. This bill actually is turning our California universities into abortion clinics, introducing into their health centers what is called a chemical abortion, or RU 486, which is actually a pill that induces a miscarriage. And it's going to be considered a basic health service. And so Michelle.
You can call me Monica. As long as it starts with an M.
Hey, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got involved in this fight?
I got involved in the fight when I was invited to a hearing at the state capitol in Sacramento on June 25th.
Okay.
Wynette Sills, the pro-life activist, invited me to the hearing.
Yeah.
And I was confused. I was discouraged. I was listening to information that was erroneous in regards to SB 24 and watching these innocent college students hear this information, and I just wanted to stand up and cry out to them and tell them the truth about SB 24, but I was not able to. I was only just supposed to say if I was in favor or in opposition.
That's right. And so you decided to throw a march around the Capitol today. So why don't you tell me about that? How did that come about?
Well, Wynette Sills urgently informed me that the decision for SB 24 was going into a hearing this week, and so she asked me to plan a march for August 13th, an urgent march protesting SB 24 before the committee meet in regards to the financing of the bill.
That's right. And so have you ever done anything like this before?
No, this is new to me.
Do we love our unborn? Yes! Do we fight SB 24 with all our hearts and all our minds? Yes! Why do we fight SB 24? Do we approve of the disposal of human life? No! We don't. There are other options. There are churches. There are life centers. There are so many resources, and we want to help them. We want to embrace them. We don't want to judge. We are here to love and support our California families. How many of you want to be taxed on this abortion pill? No. None of us want to be taxed. Not on my dime. Not on my dime. Amen. Tax me to help the homeless. Tax me to help social services. Give me an amen. Give me an amen.
Great. Well, tell me a little bit about your own, near abortion story, because I know that's really made you passionate about the issue of abortion.
And I had a near abortion situation. I had an unplanned pregnancy. I was raising a teenager all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared. I was alone. I had no idea of resources available financially or otherwise to help me. My parents said, please don't call us for help. So I was scared. I was afraid of losing my job. I went to an abortion clinic and made the appointment for an abortion. I felt that it was my moral obligation to inform the father of my plans to terminate my pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
The father urged me to get a second ultrasound. For some reason, he felt that I was having twins because my mother is a twin. I went the same week to get a second ultrasound, and it did reveal identical twins. And I informed him. I felt that it was my moral obligation to inform him. And he said, I want my babies. I want my babies. Please do not have an abortion. This is my family. This is our family. And from that moment on, I decided to keep my twins. And it's the most joyful experience I've ever had in my life. The love, the unconditional love. They tell me how much they love me, appreciate me, and the hugs and the kisses. And I have a beautiful family, and I'm so grateful that I kept them.
And you have pictures, right?
I have pictures.
Why don't you show the camera here some pictures?
This is us at my mom's birthday party.
And your sons are how old now?
My sons are 12. They love spending time with family. They love children. They're so grateful to be alive. They're so grateful that I'm their mother. I have other pictures here. My son Luke likes to dress up as an Easter bunny every year because he loves to make kids happy. They're just a bundle of joy, and they're so loving and grateful. And I can have good days, I can have bad days, and they're still there, my family, to love and support me, and we love and support each other.
So what is your concern about SB 24 and why it's bad for college students?
My concern about SB 24 is that it's teaching college students that the disposal of life is acceptable, that the form of birth control is to dispose of human life through a very traumatic process to not only the baby but the mother. It imposes serious liabilities to the colleges. It's been proven that the baby can feel this pain and suffering. It cuts off the blood supply. This is a drug. This is not an aspirin. When I listened to the hearing on June 25th, the politicians said to these young, innocent college students, this is an aspirin. This is like taking an aspirin. No, it is not like taking an aspirin.
No.
Completely different than taking an aspirin.
No.
Let's not push drugs to our college students. Let's embrace them. Let's give them resources on campus, counseling, resources to embrace them and help them through this life-changing decision. This is a life-changing decision.
No.
That cannot be resolved or shouldn't be resolved with a pop of a pill.
Michelle, LaMonica's pro-life march against SB 24 received great media coverage. SB 24 is expected to be voted on by the Assembly by the end of August. And we hope and pray this march will inspire other pro-life Californians to call their Assembly members today and tell them to vote no on this terrible bill.
No on SB 24.